Why hello everybody, welcome back to another brand new video. I am chilling with the Devin Vlogs man, and welcome, and I should say welcome back and back for another video. And this time we're going to be talking about is the top 5 NHL teams, which known is related to National Hockey. That's right, hockey. Or should I say National Hockey League? That's right. I'm going to talk about what my favorite top 5 hockey players would be. Or should I say scratch that, teams. That we're talking about is teams. So, I did found lucky 5 teams I probably would be representing on the screen right now and know what my 1 through 5 is, and then there'll probably be a 1 through 10 version of it as well, since I'm probably keeping the versions pretty closely and careful to see if some of them are pretty good. That way it'll stay correctly. So for whatever it's gonna be is just whatever it's gonna be. And as in for the question is about any chance, and again is that well, I just kind of decided I just wanted to see which teams I think probably would resume to be a bit better. And even though I probably found most likely some lucky teams I found that are pretty much represented pretty dang well and very highly good at a good spot and pace that I actually would be highly happy to see. So, without that being said, and without that being said to do, we're just going to get to the point and just get straight to the point of 1 through 5 of like the hockey teams. So, without further ado, without that being said, and oh, by the way, just so you guys do or don't know, by the way, that yeah, I guess hockey's really going to start on with a bracket. I mean, they're going to pretty much start with the standings on the playoffs. I'm like, dang, I'm wondering who's going to win at this very point. And yeah, that's actually pretty dang interesting. Like, I probably noticed like a few X's, by the way. And then pretty much like that, I noticed a few X's that a few players of their teams are probably heading to the playoffs by any chance, which I know who's going to probably win, which I don't know who would or won't win. But like I said, to me, it's probably safe up for another topic if I am the one going to be looking at the results by seeing who wins, who loses, or whatever. But yeah, that again will be saved for another video or saved for some other time near the future or whatever it's going to be until the standings are going to happen in hockey. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's do this right now. And yeah, so let's do this. 1 through 5, everybody. 1 through 5. And with that being said, I'm chilling with the Devin Vlogs man, and let's get straight to the point. And also from me to get to notice about the favorite hockey team that I selected. All right, so what's the first top of the way is the New Jersey Devils. That's right, the New Jersey Devils. So, I probably am the one saying is that like why did you pick the New Jersey Devils? Well, why did I pick those teams? Well, for example, I have to say why did I pick that name is because I don't hate the name of the Devil name. Well, I just don't hate the New Jersey Devils name, which I don't hate that name at all. I think the name of the brand is just pretty good. That's just what I think of the name so far, and just says that oh, New Jersey Devils are like my number one favorite team in hockey, which it's probably true since I've already would say that they're pretty good. Like hell, they're in the third spot. Like they're literally in the third place spot in the east side of the division. Or pretty much at somewhere. Yeah, they're pretty much likely in the East Conference by any chance for that reason. So all I gotta say is the New Jersey Devils is that well, they're pretty dang good. They play pretty dang well, and I gotta say to be honest is that well, I mean the old saying goes is that whenever you get third place, it just doesn't get you any bad at anywhere. It just gives you another lucky way of staying at the third spot, but not even directly at fifth or fourth. Which that's probably what I can get the saying for that about. So that's just what I would say. And for that actually reason is right now is that yeah, the New Jersey Devils are dang pretty good. I gotta say that their win streaks are kind of like at 41-29. Bruh, that is crazy. Like, the New Jersey Devils are gonna get an X, which means that they'll actually be clinched to the playoffs. Like, let's go. Oh, I'm like, let's go. Like, seriously, I'd never seen the New Jersey Devils actually get an X, but this time they're actually going to get one, which I'm actually going to be like, interesting. Very interesting. Even though I can make guesses if I want to or whatever, but the New Jersey Devils, I got to give them pretty good immunity that they probably should actually reach pretty far to actually get into playoffs. That's pretty cool. Well said for the New Jersey Devils, which I could probably give that for about a good credit. And yeah, so that's probably what I would want to say is that they're my first favorite at least for best right now. And also, one easy question, if anybody has not told me if I would say this by any chance, is that, hey, chilling the Devin Vlogs, man, have you actually been into a stadium like football, basketball, or pretty much likely hockey or baseball or whatever? And sorry for my throat actually cracked a little at that one. So no, yes, no, and no. I have pretty much not been into any other stadium before, which I probably have never been to any stadium at this point, which the answer is obviously no. Which I'll probably say that for NFL that nah, I have not been into a football stadium before. Like hell, I probably would want to see the Seahawks stadium, but at this point, it's probably going to be different for me just to say is that, well, there could probably be different benefits of me saying is like, oh, I probably would want to see a Seattle Seahawks game, which we probably may never know or whatever that's going to be if I ever do give more information, news for good stuff or whatever. But no, again, I still have not been into a football stadium before at this point, which I have not. And the only one question is that, yes, I've actually been to a basketball stadium, which was pretty much the Blazers Stadium, which was Red City or something, or maybe just like Roses or something, which yeah, I've probably been to one already, but at this point, I probably am not sure if I would still do that again at this point, which I probably say is like, which that's probably what I would say to myself, which I'm not going to say it like, ooh, he's switching to a different team of basketball. Well, again, I can still have remaining opinions if I ever want to. The hockey stadium, well, the answer is for me, no, I've not been into a hockey stadium, but someday I probably would do that for one time. I probably would do that once, to watch a hockey stadium for one time exactly and see how good the hockey game is, which that's pretty awesome. So yeah, that actually would be pretty cool to watch. Anyway, that's just all I would want to say now, and let's get to number 2 of 5. Number 2 we have here is number 2 is the Golden Knights, or should I say the Vegas Golden Knights. That's right. Number 2 would be my second favorite of the secondary favorite would be called as Vegas Golden Knights. Now, for this example, is that why would it be my second favorite? That would be is the Vegas Golden Knights. Well, just to be on the frankly side here, is that they actually were pretty much likely the first team in the Pacific area, that they're probably the only first team that they are getting clinched at the playoffs, is that they're literally at 47 wins and 22 losses. Like, wow. I guess they pretty much that they're going to be the only ones who's going to win is just like, wow. They really highly got the best win in almost half bit of the history that I ever seen. Like, 47 to 22 losses is like, oh my god, that is crazy. So, and for much more likely. So, that's probably what I would say by now. But whatever. So, yeah, anyways, that's just probably what my favorite second team is. That definitely the Vegas Golden Knights. There you go. Anyway, now let's hop on to number 3. Alright, so my guesses would be is the third favorite is definitely Columbia's Blue Jackets. Now, what I gotta say that pretty much for them, I gotta say that they're like my third favorite. Well, why did I pick that team? Columbia's Blue Jackets. Well, not much as I could really say anything about that, which I'm not really highly sure to know how I would say it, but to me, for example, I just like to see if I could probably like switch up the numbers exactly to see which one would probably would fit exactly and be actually even better. So yeah, the reason why I even picked that third team exactly is called Columbia's Blue Jackets is that, well, even though that they're in the sixth place spot right now, which they're not even going to be clinched at all, which they're not going to probably be clinched at all. So that probably is a pretty bit sad way how I'm going to see that exactly to see how they're going to go out. But like I said, that even though they're my third favorite, which they probably would be my third favorite, and plus they even have like 34 wins and then 33 losses. Well, not much as I could really say how they're actually going to get like another loss if that happens again, but at least they were probably staying a little close by having their wins a little bit close from like one way, a little one minus near, a little close at that loss or somewhere. There you go. Columbia's Blue Jackets are definitely the third favorite team, and that's just all I want to say. Anyway, let's do number 4. Okay, my next call is up to be is definitely the Predators. Or should I say Nashville Predators? Well, what did I pick them to be my number 4 favorite? I think, well, why did I pick that team, for example, is that here's what my saying is. Well, the reason why I picked that team, that even though I am probably picking a little bit of considered different teams that probably are winning or losing right now, which that's probably what I thought to say at the least, but here's my prediction of that. So, my prediction of why did I pick the Nashville Predators. Okay, I think they actually are a pretty good dang team, but so far a little bit after considered a little bit. I mean, yeah, they're probably a little bit down at the 40s or something, down at the 7th spot, which they probably aren't going to get to the playoffs anyway, which, well, I just decided to put up with my only ways of describing to say is like, oh, I'm picking winner for losing and losing for winning. Well, that's just all I probably would put up in the pile and just say is like, oh, which teams do I like better in random or a little differently? But all I'm gonna say is that even though that they didn't do a good season at all, which they probably were close to the Blackhawks, which I probably would be very fortunately surprised if they were actually close to Blackhawks. But all I gotta say that Predators better not be going to the same boat as they really are, which I would have to say that even though they are not doing that well as a team, which I could probably say at the less, but hopefully to say otherwise, maybe next time in the near 2026 or something, or whatever the next playoffs remains to be again, which I don't really know what those are even supposed to be or whatever, but we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens in hockey again and just see who goes to the playoffs or not. But all I gotta say here is that, well, even though that they did had some bit of a run or okay run indeed, which that's just all I can say, but whatever. I mean, the Nashville Predators had a good run, and even if they didn't do that well in the season, then they could have probably tried a bit better. That's all I would say. Now, the next one for number 5 of 5. Let's just get to top 5. That will probably be the last one to end it up. Let's do that. So, the last and final pick for number 5, Florida Panthers. And as in for that question is that why did I pick the Florida Panthers? That they're at the third spot, just like the same thing for the New Jersey Devils, but at this point they're probably more at the Atlantic. I think they're probably more at the Atlantic spot. I think they probably are at that division spot. So, as I could probably say about the Florida Panthers, that 44 wins and 29 losses. That's pretty insane, man. That's like, jeez, man, they're literally at the third spot. And even heck, I'm pretty actually a little bit surprised that they're at the third spot of actually in that playoff standing, which I gotta say is like, holy goodness of wow. Anyways, without that being said, as I am chilling with the Devin Vlogs, man, please be sure to give this video a like and comment, subscribe to be notified, and yeah, that's probably all I want to say for all those 5 top teams of hockey. And then there probably will be another video soon that there will be a top 10 exactly, which if I ever do feel like making a top 10, which I do or probably will, think about that anyway. So let me know down in the comments below and know what your favorite hockey team even is, and to know what your favorite top 5 is or whatever it will probably be. So see you guys again next time. Peace on out. Later everyone, and goodbye. See you next time for the next video of Chilling with the Devin Vlogs, man, of another Devin Vlog. See you next time.